coronavirus, and she was telling me how she was terribly ill, lying down, for weeks in bed. So we are all luckily that we are in a good health. So that's the main thing that I wish to say to you. But of course, we must look not in the past, not in this time, but we must look for the future and have a hope that all these things will finish as soon as possible. So now we must go back to ESEC project. So Magdalena, who will speak now?
Hello, everybody. Just to remind you that we are all being recorded. Since I have to inform you. We would like to start with Dr. Stefania Szczurkowska, who will, because today we will discuss mainly dissemination plan and dissemination plan of the project, since as we all know, because of COVID, there were some diversities in the originally planned meetings and conferences scheduled. So I would like to give the floor to Dr. Szczurkowska, and then we will proceed with the rest of the partners.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to see you again and join the company. So let me say a couple of words about my ideas regarding dissemination of the results of the ESEC project. The dissemination as such, it should be addressed, in my mind, to all principal target groups of the ESEC project. So parents, in the first place. In the second place, social educators, social workers, social teachers. And in the third place, I think it would be also useful to address dissemination to stakeholders. When I say stakeholders, I have in mind employees of social services, managers of social services, employees of social enterprises, also managers of social enterprises. And finally, it would be great to include also some policymakers who deal with the issues that we are interested in. So those groups that I mentioned, of parents, social educators, social workers, teachers, and stakeholders, are the same target groups to which we addressed our questions in our questionnaires. So let me focus more on parents. I have a great conviction that parents really need to explore the conditions for parental successful communication with children. So there is certainly a group of necessary conditions for this successful communication. We can name those groups of conditions contextual situations that are shaped by time, place, or environment. So the communication partners receive mutual messages within two perspectives. The information level expressing opinions, emotions, experiences, values, and the relationship level, very much driven by emotional tensions between partners. So holding back one's own emotions may contribute to a rational communication and collaboration. Sometimes the language of communication has to be simplified in favor of an easier and better understanding. I mean, active listening to children, or even sometimes putting oneself in their position, together with a high self-esteem, are a good prognostic for successful communication. And so I am strongly convinced that parents really need to be informed and to get familiar with those propitious conditions for parental successful communication with children. And there is also no doubt that social and emotional skills as such, they matter in raising children. Huge majorities of parents, there is evidence for that, admit that they need a fair amount or a lot more support to learn social and emotional skills. But at the same time, this is my personal remark, we have to keep in mind that parenting is a deeply personal experience, as is teaching, that integrates, I would say, the heart and the head. Any supports for parents must include a sensitivity to the highly personal nature of change and the variable ways that families can create positive environments for their children to develop. When disseminating our results and our work for the ESEC project, I would also see the necessity to focus, as regards parents, a lot on emotional intelligence of parents, of children with special needs. This is a very crucial aspect I would strongly emphasize, because different categories of emotions are visible in parents who work with their children, who bring them up in the context of disorders or impairments. So tensions are special, they are stressful, but they are always extremely challenging. So I would say that the emotional well-being of parents of children with special needs this emotional well-being is negatively affected. Sometimes it's even devastating to a family. The same fact, to have a child born with a birth defect is a huge challenge and gives reason to many stresses. So working on and improving the emotional intelligence of parents with disabled children brings as a result an increased quality of their lives. So I would see the need to focus on that. And the last issue I would relate to the dissemination among parents would be to try to build family-to-family networks. In my opinion, this is really important because it's easier to strive for success of children with birth defects and with disabilities together, sharing experiences and getting support in this regard. So we may have in mind the organization through guidance and training that helps families to discover their own potential where others see just only barriers. So the driving force of this kind of actions aims at changing stereotypical attitudes and mindsets about disabilities And by doing that, making sure that every individual gets to live his or her best life. So the need of cooperation and communication from family to family in similar situations is really helpful, because they can learn from one another and help each other. This could be provided through education and training events on the special education process, developmental disabilities, diagnosis information, referrals also to community resources. So commonly adopted tools in this regard may consist of conferences like annual conferences, a website dedicated to trustworthy information about the special education procedures, maybe a monthly email newsletter on family and community activities, a leadership and advocacy training program. I found a good example for this particular issue, family to family network, from the American background. There is such a successful family to family network operating in Houston. And before I finish, I would like to quote two sentences, very meaningful, significant in my mind. One of the mothers caring and bringing up her disabled child gives a really good testimony of the need to take part in this family-to-family network. It is very easy to become overwhelmed and frustrated when trying to find help raising a child with disabilities. The best part about family-to-family network for the family is being able to speak with other parents who have walked in our shoes. Their own personal experiences and advice they shared with us have been so valuable. We have learned the importance of planning ahead and visualizing what the future will look like for our son, and then showing us steps it takes to get there. So this is what I think is deserves some kind of attention when we disseminate the ideas related with the ESEC project results and research to parents. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Szczurkowska. Anybody would like to comment on this, please? Professor Marzano?
Oh, yes, I think that I follow with this very interesting presentation. I completely agree with Stefania about the involvement of families and parents in the process to support children with behavioral disturbances. Indeed, this is a big problem. I only observe that there is two different way to perform parent training. The first is to support parents to tackle the difficulties that derive from their situation. The second is to train the parents to be active agents in helping their children. And there are different techniques to be used to perform these two different goals.
Thank you very much, Professor. Dr. Anta, any comments on this?
Thank you.
Good to see you.
I'm happy to see Stefania again. We had a great moment in Greece when she came here. Thank you very much for your presentation. I really want to highlight the importance of emotional intelligence, and the way that we have to support parents to develop ways of emotionally address the needs of their children. And of course, we have to apply strategies, and the ESEC Erasmus Plus through our course give the chance to help teachers how to support parents of children with disabilities. This is my comment, and thank you very much.
Thank you. So maybe you would like to continue with your dissemination.
Oh yes, why not, dears?
Thank you. Floor is yours, or rather the screen.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Where is? Can you see my screen?
No, not yet.
No?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
There is this little square with an arrow beside the microphone.
Yes,
on the top.
I don't know why, because I open share tray. Okay. Now?
No.
Now?
Not yet. Oh, something's moving.
Where's your share window? He searches my share window. No?
Not yet.
May I send it to you by mail now?
Yeah, okay.
Please send to me. Please send to Joanna, and I will put into the screen.
I don't know why. Just a moment.
But I can see you.
We can see you.
Yes, I can see you perfectly. Maybe there are differences in South Europe and North Europe.
Oh my God, where are? Can you see?
Oh,
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Louis. Yes, now we can.
It's not. It's gone.
Disappeared.
Well,
So, very interesting and helpful for our teachers and parents.
Anta, we don't have your presentation.
You don't have?
Yeah, it disappeared again.
Oh my God. Sorry, really sorry.
It's okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
So this project was really important for us, for our teachers, our organization members, and for teachers in North Greece. We really get the chance to share our knowledge and experience with our teachers in Pella. At 23 of June, we had a seminar, training seminar in behavioral difficulties and how teachers could communicate with parents and solve these problems. We have a great opportunity with our teachers to ask them to find solutions and then reflect on this, on the way that they used to communicate with parents, and how ESEC program can help them to be more effective in their communication with parents. These are some photographs. I hope that you can see it now. From this
yes, it's visible.
Okay, and because this was in the end of the academic year, and it was really helpful for teachers. On September, the start of the new academic year, our counselor in North Greece asked include to prepare a big conference, extending educators and parent cooperation competencies, and help teachers to be more effective in communication with parents in case of children with behavioral difficulties, because this is a very, very important issue in Greece, and teachers confront difficulties in how to behave to these children and families. So we prepared a great poster and try to share that we, during the conference, share strategies, communicational strategies between parents and children. And then we have a great conference with the participation of 250 teachers from Pella. And we have a colleague of us, which is a professor, Andreas Economou, that is very popular in Greece, and he is our colleague in ESEC project, and he had the chance to talk with teachers in that conference. This is more photos. Include, we have great opportunities to communicate with teachers. So in every time we have these meetings, of course we share our great chance to participate in this project with you, and we have disseminating events commonly. On 26th of July, we have a meeting of 65-person educators, parents, and stakeholders. After we post our meeting in the webpage, we have an impact of 886 impact, and trying to find, if I put the word ESEC in our searching machine and include, I found many posts of this project. So I thought that it's a good idea to share it with you. It was really important that during COVID, we have distance learning seminar concerning ESEC strategies. And for Include, it was a great experience because we had the chance to approach many teachers. More than 25 teachers participate in the seminar through distance learning, and we presented our material that we all partners prepared, and it was really helpful for our teachers. We had great comments like wow, great, and we had really a very good feedback for this seminar. When we post it in our Facebook page, we have an impact of 1,000. I cannot see it. 1,102. And in every time we had posted our experience from meetings in Jurmala and Riga, we have a great impact also. And our plans is to publish a paper on our methodology that we use during our training course through distance learning in the period of COVID-19. Gilberto forwarded me a link to publish the paper, and we are preparing this paper now, and we hope that we manage to prepare it before the last report of the project. Thank you.
Thank you very much for very interesting information. Anybody would like to say a few words about this? Comments, questions, maybe? Pani Marku? Okay. In this case, Joshua, are you ready with your presentation?
Yes,
Information?
of course. Yes.
Thank you very much. Floor is yours.
Okay. So, hello, good morning. It's a great pleasure to be here again, participating with all of you in this conference. And thank you very much, Anta, for your presentation. And now I'm going to share my screen. Okay.
Yes, please. I still see Anta's presentation. Okay.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so in this presentation, regarding the dissemination activities of the ESEC project, we will first briefly comment on the main activities that have been carried out by Mantra. And these have been the following ones. First of all, the dissemination of the project through the official website of Mancomunidad. We also organized a multiplier event with representatives of all municipalities from the region of La Ribera Alta for the dissemination of the ESEC project and its activities. The dissemination of the project activities by publishing press releases on the project events, coordination meetings, training events carried out during the ESEC project. The dissemination of the project activities through the official social networks of Mancomunidad as the official Facebook profile, and also the dissemination through the communication with the different municipalities and town halls of the territory. And now we will explain in more detail what each of them consisted of. The first one, the dissemination of their project through the official website of Mancomunidad, as it is illustrated in the following picture. This dissemination activity consisted of advertising information about the ESEC project through the official website of Mantra. So if we access to the following link, as you can see down here in my slide, we can see the information advertised about the project on the website. And once you access it in the section European projects, we find the information about the ESEC project. In addition, in the project description is also linked to the project website so that more information about the project can be found. Similarly, in our website, we also observe the description of the different European projects in which our entity participates. And by this way, any person in the entity, as well as in the region and municipalities around the Ribera Alta, can have the necessary information about the ESEC project and also know what European projects our entity works on. The second dissemination activity was the organization of a multiplier event with representatives of all municipalities for the dissemination activities of the ESEC project. It is an event, a multiplier event, which was held at the Mancomunidad de la Ribera Alta in Alcira, in which representatives of the different municipal corporations participated in order to publicize the ESEC project among the community and the territory of La Ribera Alta. In this event, representatives of a total of 36 municipalities participated, which make up the Ribera Alta region. And in this seminar that took place on different days during the month of July, was explained that the ESEC project, what the ESEC project consists of, what its objectives are, and the results it is intended to achieve with respect to it. Emphasis was placed on the importance of involving the different municipalities of the region in order to promote their active participation in the project and its different activities, as well as to help in its dissemination throughout the territory. Senior municipal officials such as mayors, education counselors, and experts in the field of education participated in this event. Also, of course, parents, social educators, volunteers, and the stakeholders participated, all with the purpose of including them, involving them as active agents and promoting their participation into the project, making contributions and exchanging experiences in the educational field or intervention of social educators. Social agents and the workers of the joint social services who work offering services to the municipalities of the region also participated. And it was a very fruitful event, and we received a great feedback from all the participants who were in there. Also, the dissemination of the project activities by publishing press releases on the project events was done. This dissemination activity consists of reporting on the activities of the ESEC project through the MANRAS monthly news bulletin. It is a monthly newsletter in which the most important actions, programs, activities, or events in which the entity is working are disseminated. In the picture below, we can see an example of dissemination regarding the ESEC project as the final conference of the project that is taking place right now on this month, in order to make known our activities among the internal staff of our entity, but also among the citizens of the region. Since the newsletter is also published on MANRAS social networks, and with it, the information about the project is also distributed among the population of La Ribera Alta. The dissemination of the project activities through the official social networks of Mancomunidad, as the official Facebook profile. This dissemination activity has consisted of advertising information about the project on our social networks. Information of the ESEC project has been published successfully, such as the communication of project coordination meetings, training activities that have taken place within the project and within the entity itself, and the different actions that have been carried out in the project in the course of time. So by this way, the project has also been made known on social networks among the citizens of our region. And finally, the dissemination has been made through the communication with the different municipalities and town halls of La Ribera Alta. So this implies also coordination with the different municipalities and town halls of the territory, which includes the contact by electronic messaging with the municipalities of the region for communication of the project, carrying out activities and events and dissemination of it, the involvement of the administration staff together with that of the Mancomunidad in the participation of the project activities, the publication of information on the official websites and profiles of the town councils of the activities carried out within the framework of the ESEC project, and the promotion of communication and knowledge of the project by the citizens of the territory through collaboration with the municipalities and the town halls of the Ribera Alta region. And mainly, these are the dissemination activities that have been carried out for the promotion and the knowledge of the ESEC project by our institution, by MANRA. So that's all. Thank you all very much for your attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joshua. If you can please remember to send me this presentation, okay?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much. And Dr. Anta as well, please, if you can send me this your presentation later. Would anybody have questions to Joshua or comments to his presentation?
I would just like to say one word that I'm really impressed by the variety and the spectrum of the activities that you have undertaken. So there is just one word: congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yes, we're working in a lot of dissemination activities in order to make known the project in our territory, because as you know, we work for the different municipalities in La Ribera Alta, and we thought it was a good idea for the dissemination of the ESEC project.
Thank you very much, Joshua.
You're welcome.
Splendid as always. Liga, the floor is yours now. Would you like to present?
Yes, dear colleagues, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Okay, I will share my screen now.
Okay. Okay. That
can
was
you
fast.
see it?
Yes.
Oh, good. So, RTA has carried out several dissemination activities. So the first activity was the project homepage. As you know, it is by this address, you can see it. And in this address, you can see all documents which are prepared in the project. So the second one was the 13th International Conference, Society Integration and Education, in 2019. And as you see, more than 300 participants attended the conference, and it was participants from 10 countries on the whole world. And the result of ESEC project was presented in several working groups and sections. The next one was 14th International Conference in this year. And as you know, the situation with COVID, it was online and was attended more than 400 participants from 15 countries in the world. And as in 13th conference, in this conference, the results of project was presented in several sections and work groups. What can I say about scientific publications? So our PhD student Simone Zorzi, together with our researcher Strots Gunnars, and together with Gilberto Marzano, publicate the publications in this conference. He presented these presentations, and he have the publication in our journal, in our proceedings. In online, you can see it in this address. We can see all the publications of the conference. So, and the next activity was training activity for social education and social workers, and it was online too, because the situation with COVID was very serious. And as you can see, we worked in Skype and WebEx, and participators searching materials in the internet and realized a short presentation in these courses, and presented common group work about parent education and parent include in this field of project. So, and the last dissemination activity organized with this project in RTA was multiplayer event. It was on 2nd September, and participants was by face and in online too. You can see some photos from this, and the aim was introduce social workers and workers from NGOs organizations, from Autism Society and other institutions with the project results, with the materials developed in projects and other. And as a result of the seminar was that the participants acknowledged the materials are sustainable and can be used in in her works and their work. So that is all, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Liga. Anybody would like to comment, ask questions? Dr. Anta?
Really, thank you, Liga. We were participants in the conference that Regegne organized during May.
Yes.
It was really a very big conference and very successful, although it was through distance. And I think that it is a great opportunity for participants to be aware of the results of ESEC program, and we want to thank you.
Thank you.
We hope that we will participate again.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much, Liga.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anta. Professor Marzano, would you like to comment or add anything on dissemination in Italy?
Yes. Yes, of course. I will share. Just a moment. Oof. It's difficult to, I cannot. Just a moment. I cannot able to share my screen. Can you see something? No.
No, Gilberto.
No, nothing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know how. I am trying, but no.
Gilberto,
I'm
maybe you
sorry.
can send the presentation to email.
Okay, but it's not so important.
Okay.
Okay, but
I can hear you.
you can see me.
No,
You can.
No.
And now.
not yet.
Now.
We see the corner of your room.
Maybe.
Now
Now.
we see you. Yes.
Yes, but okay. No, it's not a problem. Okay, no problem.
Okay, we can.
I will continue.
Okay.
But just a moment. No. Okay, but you can see me. Yes. Okay, but our dissemination is the main event was on July 10, 2019. It was related to the multiplier event, and it was, of course, in presence, and we present the status of the art of the project on July of the last year. On December 12th, we realized a webinar about the results of the project. And on May, as Liga told you, Eco Instituto presented two papers in the Rejecne conference. And one paper is about is a general paper written in collaboration. Both paper was written in collaboration with Rezekne Academy of Technology. The second was specifically focusing on parent training and on the ESEC project. The title was Parent Training to Support Parents of Children Affected by Behavioral Disturbances. And we will put our attention on parent training in autism spectrum disorder. And we distinguished on two different kind of research typology of parent training: parent support and parent implementation. Parent support is a knowledge-focused process in which child is indirect beneficiary. In parent implementation is a skill-focused process where child is a direct beneficiary. And of course, the second typology of parent training is the more complicated. Indeed, parents are trained to be to support the therapist, to support educators in their activity. But it is very important to sustain, to enhance the therapy and the educational effort to ameliorate the behavior of children with autism spectrum disorder. And in the ESEC project, we pointed on to give to educators knowledge and understanding on about the two typology of parent training. Indeed, in our courses, we train social educators and social workers on how to support parents to tackle the different kind of difficulties given by the daily behavior of children, and especially in when how to tackle the difficulties coming from the typical people. So, in other terms, when to tackle the difficulties that they can encounter when with their children are in contact with other people that don't know the problems of their children. And it is very important that for this reason, parents are aware of the situation and how to tackle the socialization with typical people. but we extended our analysis and our interest also on the second typology of intervention, because it's very important that the educator establish a collaboration with parents. And in our paper, we illustrated how the different typology, the apport of the two different typology to the wellness of children with autism. We reported some statistics in this paper, and we underline the importance of also of online training, since online training can considerably reduce the cost of parent training practices and greatly expand the audience of participants. And you know that it is very difficult to involve parents in both parents, his mother and father, in a parent training intervention. But online training can overcome the problems, the issues that especially father can encounter in participating in parent training activities. And of course, in our papers, we underlined in acknowledgements that the paper was supported by the grant of the ESEC project. And this is very important. Just a moment. Here. No. Sorry, I am in a conference and I don't know how do you have my telephone number. Sorry, you are wrong. Sorry. We scheduled on October 6 a meeting, next October 6, a meeting to disseminate the results of the final results of the project. We await the final conference for organizing this meeting, and we will send you in next week the results of the meeting, pictures, and the program. The program is the presentation of the project, and this project will be organized with the support of an associated partner and people who participate in this project know well this partner is the Center in Misesio, and that hosted our training course I think at the beginning of the project, and many of them know the location and the people of this very good associated partner. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Marzano. Anybody has any questions to Professor? No? Okay, so Professor, I'm looking forward to if you can send me next days this presentation, okay, please? Okay, thank you very much. I understand that we are not making the break. Right, we shall continue with our conference. I would like to ask in the description of intellectual output 3, it's written that there should be local meetings presenting guidelines and handbooks. So I understand that after the project is finalized and everything is ready, then all the partners should perform meetings like this. Would anybody have any suggestions how this should be done? Dr. Anta, maybe?
Yeah, it will be a good idea if we have a same poster, or so everybody could have the same way of communicate these meetings, translated into local languages, and we can have participants. I think that it is easy through distance learning, but of course we need platforms. Universities have their own. I think that every partner has to have a platform for this meeting. I have my own, not my organization platform, but I have my own. I don't know about the others.
Professor Marzano?
Oh, yes, I think that in the final, I think that we have all the documents, final version of handbooks and guidelines. We need only by the coordinator of the this intellectual output a report to describe the activity and to introduce, to present the result of the handbook and recommendation. And I suggest that we can translate in our country languages this short report, this short introduction. And of course, if partner wants to translate both the handbook and recommendation, they can do it. But if they opt for a more economical solution, they can use the presentation, the report of the on this intellectual output for the translation, and it will be useful also for the realization of the final report, because it synthesizes the contents of the documents. What do you think, Andromaki? Because you are the
Yes.
leader of this.
Yeah, I think that all partners have sent a small description and abstract of their IO handbook and recommendation. I'm waiting from Poland to send their evidence guidelines.
Yes, any day.
Okay, and as soon as they send this, we can have a global picture of IO3, and I will use the abstract of partners, and I will prepare a global document concerning the results, the final results of the project. So please, dear Polish partners, send the last. This is the last report that we need in order to prepare the global IO3 report.
Yes, we will. Dr. Kawa is working on this already. I'm really sorry on our behalf on the delay.
Okay. And maybe it will be good to have a deadline to prepare this document, this global report of IO3. I don't know when. It has to be ready.
The project ends on 31st of October. So I'm sorry, I don't have experience how long I need to prepare the final report. So.
The final report you can prepare 1 month after the end of project.
Okay. So I don't know, would be wise to have this global document, the global
It will be good if it will be ready in the end of October, of course.
End of October, okay. But we need to make this presentation, so maybe like mid of October, and then we can still make these presentations and then wrap it up.
Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, Dr. Anta, what do you think?
Okay.
Thank you, Liga.
I could prepare it till 15th of October. If you could send me till the end of this week or till 6th of October, the evidence guide, the evidence-based guideline, I will have it till 15th of October.
Panie Marku?
Yes, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It was not a chance to meet, so nice to see you, all of you. Yes, I received the basic guidelines from our partners, Greek partners, and it was focused mostly on meeting, yes, on conference. Did I recognize well the document?
I think that all partners have sent. Maybe you could have a prototype of Liga or Gilberto's evidence guideline. Would you like me to send you?
Yes, sure, but I wasn't sure about the content. That's why I was following your example, and it was kind of description, a detailed description with evaluation, a course which took place 5 days, I guess.
Okay.
And I don't have now in front of me, but what I remember. I wasn't sure. Is it correct document? I mean the structure.
Okay, I will send you the partners' evidence, and you may work on this. I will do that now. I will send to Magdalena.
Perfect.
Okay, I will forward this to Dr. Kawa then. Thank you very much, Dr. Anta. Oh. Okay, Joshua, do you have any comments on these presenting guidelines and handbooks?
Well, we agree with the partners that we should have a common document, and in order of that, we can proceed to develop our local meetings presenting guidelines and handbooks. I think it's a good idea, and also the same poster or no with the image of the project we should share that was mentioning Anta also.
Okay. Do you maybe have posters from previous projects so I can see how this should look like, how to design it?
We made one with logos of the ESEC project, Manra, and Erasmus Plus. If I'm not wrong, maybe I can send it to you.
Yes, please.
And maybe you can modify them or.
Yeah, okay. I will ask our marketing department to help me, and then I understand everybody would just put her logo in your distribution, in everybody's distribution. Okay, so please, Joshua, thank you very much.
Okay.
Liga, would you have any comments, since Rezekne is the technology part of our project?
No, I have no comments. Thank you.
Any suggestions maybe to make it better?
I think that we can see the result after the Polish partners will send the documents, okay?
Okay.
And after that, if you can send that draft document of poster, we can make some suggestions.
Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Till when we have to prepare these local meetings? Till the end of October?
I would understand so if the project is going to end by the end of October.
Okay, so during October we have to prepare, maybe the last 2 weeks, huh?
Yes.
So we have to get ready till 15th, have the posters, and I will send the final document, and maybe the 2 last weeks of October we have the local meetings.
Yes. Okay, this is a good idea, if everybody agrees.
Yes.
Yes. And I suggest to ask all partners to send you all timesheets related to the project, especially to the intellectual output 3, because it is important to collect the timesheets.
Yes.
And to put this information in the mobility tools. It is a great idea to organize a conference meeting to check if all documents are ready for the final report.
Okay, thank you, Professor, for suggesting this. Okay.
I think that if we are ready, it will be more easy to have the final report, because it is important, I think, to have the feedback of national agency and
Yes.
prepare everything.
Okay.
Yes.
Magdalena,
yes,
please help us to prepare everything on time.
Okay, I will collect everything we have by the 15th. Everybody send me the timesheets and other financial documents and presentations by the 15th, and then we have 2 weeks to make these meetings, and then it would be good to, I don't know, prepare a little sum up of the meeting or minutes from these meetings, reports. I don't know how it's been done until now, so I can have it also to wrap it up and include into the report as well. And I definitely, it's maybe early to decide for the conference call, like a technical, let's say, conference call now, but definitely around 15th of October, I would like to ask everybody to get together on Teams or Skype to probably I will have some questions to you or share something that I'm not certain about, or, you know, comment on this preparing the report. But this, I guess, I will ask about this meeting around 5-6 of October, so we schedule it for the week of 15 or the next week, 1923, I think.
Okay.
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 Okay. Whew. Okay, so I guess we have covered all the issues put into the agenda. Professor Marzano, would you like to add anything else?
No, thanks. I think that it has been a very fruitful conference. Now we have all documents about dissemination. I will send you, I'm sorry for the problems, the technical problems. I will send you
It's okay.
my presentation about dissemination. But I think that the project is really well conducted, and we worked very, very well together. And now the last efforts to finalize the last documents, and okay, I will wait to know the date of our final meeting, and we are ready to collaborate to achieve the very important goal that this project will be completely approved by the national agency. I think that all partners are very know very well the procedures, because as you know, Liga managed the intermediate report of another project, ELISE, and the final report is very similar to the intermediate report, and I think that we can leverage the experience of all partners in preparing this important and final documents. Thanks.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank you all for this conference, and it has been really a great pleasure and great honor to participate in this. I will certainly do my best to prepare and collect everything for the report. If I have problems, I would certainly and definitely ask for your help, especially Liga, especially yours. Hello, Gemma. And well, I guess that's it. Gemma, would you like to say anything at the end, or? Okay. Okay, so thank you very much. Have a great day. I shall send you the minutes by the end of tomorrow, I certainly hope. In these minutes, I will wrap up all the agreements we've made about the final dates, and I would look forward to presentations of MANRA, Include, and Eco Istituto, and that's it for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for the.
Thank you very much.
you.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nossa,